recently, Avi in our group asked me if I could figure out how to do a 5-1 spot lace in the Not So Rigid Designer. And I took a picture from, what book is it? The Weaver's Idea book. And this is the spot lace that she wanted to do in this app. So I'm going to show you how to translate a pickup pattern to the Not So Rigid Designer app. So here we go. I'm going to call this, when you come in here, I can show you home. She has some updates of what's new, and I haven't tried this yet, but the customizable colors is now available. I haven't tried that yet. And then down here, it will show some of your recent designs. I've been working on some different things. I'll show you some of the patterns I've been working on. The first one, and some of these are not pickup patterns at all. I just want to see what different warp and weft would look like without having to weave a sample. So I'm in a quilt guild, and someone shared something they made with a fabric called ticking, and I'd never heard of it before. And it was quite simple and beautiful. I thought I could weave that, couldn't I? So I came in here in the Not So Rigid Designer and tried to mimic the cloth that I saw. So I was able to change the warp threads, create a different pattern so I could get an idea of how I would warp it and how I could weave it. It would just be, so here is the weft on the right, kind of cream color, and then the warp is on the top. So, and you can add more than one heddle, and you can add more than one pickup sequence in this app. I'll go back and I'll show you. Here's the ticking pattern. I did it in red as well because I'm feeling very holiday-ish. So let's see. I'll show you the spot lace. This is the one I did for Avi, and it's just using one heddle. It's just a one heddle pattern on the rigid heddle. So I didn't do anything with that. I just added one heddle, but it is a 2 pickup stick pattern. And A is pickup stick A and B is pickup stick B. And it shows you at the top how the pickup stick is inserted behind the heddle. So, and all of a sudden I've forgotten. I think the dark squares are under. So you would, you put the heddle in the down position, and behind the heddle is where you insert the pickup stick. So for pickup stick A, it would be under the first 4 warp threads. And then
could you make your screen larger, perhaps?
Oh,
make that image larger so that.
Sure. Is that
Oh,
helpful?
much better. Thank you.
Oh, no problem. Good thinking. Thanks, Mary Lee.
Did you say that you put the pickup stick in when the heddle's in down position or in neutral?
When it's in the down position.
Is that always?
Always.
Okay.
As far as all the pickup patterns I've done, it's always been heddle down. And,
okay.
And yeah, because then, and I'm kind of embarrassed now, I can't remember which threads are on
because
top.
only the slot threads can move up and down. So you want to make sure the pickup sticks are only under the threads that are in the slots.
Thank
not
you.
the holes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was kind of like, I don't remember.
Yeah, I only know because I recently did a waffle weave.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Mhm.
much for that.
Yeah.
So yeah, so in down position behind the heddle. So let's have a look at this picture here. Pickup stick pattern A is 4 up, meaning I'm just second guessing myself and everything. I don't think I'm going to post this video. I don't think it's going to happen. So 4 up, I believe that's the threads, the warp threads are on top of the pickup stick. Tell me if I'm wrong, Belinda. And then 2 down is the pickup stick is under 2.
I don't know. I only did one design.
I wish I had a warped loom right here.
Sorry.
No,
I
it's okay.
only did the one pattern and it worked out okay.
Yeah. No, great job, waffle weaves. That's awesome. So, yes, we're gonna go with that. So 4 up. So here's pickup stick A. So the pickup stick is under those, so those are picked up, right? And then 2 down, so the pickup stick goes over these 2 threads. So we're alternating 4 2 4 2 4 2. Then I'll bring this back for pickup stick B. It's 1 up, 2 down, and then 4 up, and then you repeat from this 2 down, 4 up. I'm confusing myself, but so you pick up 1, you go over 2, you pick up 4, and then instead of repeating that very first one, you repeat from the 2. So you go 2 4 2 4 2 4. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah, it's a pretty pattern.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's how you show the pickup pattern in this app is you add the sticks and then you put in the pattern in these little boxes. So the filled in dark boxes mean that they've been picked up, which means the warp threads are over the pickup stick, and the white is down, meaning the warp threads are under the pickup stick. And then on the right hand side is where you enter in the pickup stick sequence. So here we have for pickup stick A, you go up, pickup stick A, up, pickup stick A, up, down. And then, so we're going to focus on those 6. So the first pick is in the heddle's in the up position. The second pick is the heddle is in neutral. And then you bring forward pickup stick A. And you repeat that up, A, and then the last 2 picks are up, down. Then we have the next sequence with pickup stick B. So it's up, B, up, down. So they're similar, you're just using a different pickup stick pattern. And this is what it looks like when you put it all in there. So any questions? I don't know if this makes any sense. It's always better in my brain to have a loom in front of me to, translate, okay, this is what it means. But
no, I think you explained it good, but I agree. I think we have to have it in front of us to get it 100%.
Yeah, it does help.
Mhm.
The threading would just be normal for this, right? You'd just be the same one slot,
one hole.
one hole. You just do one across. And so all of the patterning comes in with the pickup stick.
Correct. Yes.
Yes. And then white means the thread is over the pickup stick, and black means the thread is no, I said that backwards.
Yeah, opposite. So black is
over the pickup stick and white thread is under the pickup stick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll be horrified if I told you that wrong. We'll have to do this all over again. Okay. Any other questions? I'm going to actually create one from scratch. I'm going to do this pattern from scratch. I'll show you how to navigate all the modes on the left-hand side. Any questions before I try it again? Okay. So in the designer, you click create design, and it has changed since the last time I used it. I'm going to put today's date and 5/1 stop this. We're going to do, we'll start with 2020. We can always add, we're going to have 2 pickup patterns because we have the 2 pickup sticks and we only have 1 heddle. I believe you can add up to 3 heddles, and I can't remember how many, up to 10 pickup sticks. So we're just going to do our 2.
Does
And
anyone actually have a pattern with 10 pickup sticks and 3 heddles? Like, isn't that mega overkill? Is that a thing that actually exists in the world?
I actually did a pattern once. It's kind of like a, oh, what was it called? A pinwheel pattern. And it was technically, I think it was 8 pickup stick patterns. And it was meant to be done over the whole scarf. And I just did the ends. I did about that much of pinwheel on either end because it was so essentially it was like an 8 shaft pattern. But every pick I'd have to pick up the threads I needed, run the pick through, beat it, and then do the next one. So yeah, there's some stuff out there you can do. I'll have to find I made that a few years ago. I'll share it. It's really, I thought it was really cute, but I was like, ooh, I might never do this again. It was,
Because the scarf is 5 or 6 feet. Do you really want to do that every row for 5 or 6?
no, no,
You might as well knit it at that point.
right? Or get a shaft loom, an 8 shaft loom,
Or get a shaft loom.
right? Okay, I haven't used the starter palette, so I'm just gonna keep that and see what happens. Put a little bench here. Okay, we're gonna create. So here we are. By default, it's black and white. Let's do some fun colors. We're getting, I don't know. How about we do red for the warp? And all you have to do is, here on the left, maybe I should explain that first. So you have modes in each of these sections. So the mode right now for color is edit selected. So I can click any color I want, and it's going to edit whatever I click on the warp and the weft. So if I wanted to keep this, oh, yeah, you just, oh, why is it? Something's happening. What is happening? I thought I could just drag. Okay. Okay, that's too bright for my eyeballs. So we'll do that. It still is a little bright. But that's how you change the color, is you make sure you're on edit selected. And to replace all, I actually haven't tried this before. Okay, you just click and it replaces all of them, but this will just edit whatever you click on. So, ooh, okay. That's really obnoxious. Oh my gosh. Even the red, maybe I'll do something a little more muted. Maybe is green better? Oh, I don't know. So that's how you can change the colors over here, is under color, you have these two modes that you can be in. So we'll minimize that. Now we're going to go to the warp. There's all these different modes, and I often mess up because I forget to look at what edit mode I'm in. But for this pattern, we know that it's one heddle. We don't need to touch this. This is slot, hole, slot, hole. I forgot to mention that. So the square is a slot and the circle's a hole. So we don't need to modify the heddle at all. But for pickup stick A, we're going to edit the pickup. And we know that for A, it's 4 up, 2 down. So we want edit pickup, right? What is going on? Hang on. I have this open in another window so I can remind myself what I did in case I get flustered. Yeah, all the pickups are on slots. So we have 4, 2, 4. I'm actually going to add some. I'm going to add. How do I add a hole here? Oh, here we go. Remove. I need to remember how to do this. Okay. Add a hole in slot. Oh, there we go. We're going to just make this a little bit bigger. I need to go back to edit pickup mode to come back up here. So we have 4, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. Oh. And how about we remove this one? This one. There we go. So here's a pattern, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2. The second pickup stick B, is 1 up, and then 2 down, and then 4 up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Oh, maybe I should add. I'm going to add a hole in a slot here. No. Sometimes you just got to play around. We'll just keep it like this. How's that? So we've added the pickup patterns. So we have A, which is 4 up, 2 down, and then B that's starts with 1, but then it's 2 down, 4 up. And then you repeat that. So the next part is adding in the pickup pattern here on the right. So it starts with in the up position. Oh, and that's the other thing. So we're done with the warp. And I would actually not put it, I took it out of remove in case I mess up. So I want to edit the sequence. You can also add weft threads, and you can remove weft on here, but I want to be in edit sequence mode so I can edit these pickups. So it starts with up, then, oh, hang on, then A. So I had to click A, and then it put the heddle in neutral, which is the little line. So we have up, A, up, A, up, down. Then the next pattern of 6 with the pickup stick B is up, B, up, B, up, down. So then we're going to repeat up, A, up, down, and then up B. So there's the pattern. Now you can see what it will look like pretty much when you weave it.
That makes a lot of sense the way you explained it.
Oh, good.
No, it looks really good. Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm so glad. And I'll show you what happened because Avi came back and she said, I want to make this pattern, but have it look like diamonds instead. And I'm not going to do that because I'm looking at the pattern now. It requires, well, maybe I could. What time is it? We have a little bit of time. It does require another pickup stick. So maybe this will be an exciting thing to do. We're going to add a stick. So there's C. C appeared up here. And then I'm going to, it's 1, 2, 3. I'm going to fill out the pattern. So it's 7, 2. I can't remember exactly how I did this, but we're going to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, this isn't a big enough sample. We might not be able to see it very well, but it's okay. We have A, B, up, down, and then we're gonna do C. This isn't quite working the way, oh, we need that neutral. And then we need up. I'm not doing a very good job at this, but essentially you can, at least I showed you, you can add another pickup stick, you add in the pickup pattern, and I see what I've done wrong. B, up, down, up, down. Oh, that doesn't want to go down. I wonder why that doesn't want to go down. I need to take A off. There we go. Up, down, and then this needs to be up. And then C, right? And up, C, and then up, down. Then we want B in neutral, up, down, up. So I'm just kind of messing around and not doing a very good job, but that's how you know, I've made sure we're in the edit mode for the weft, and that's how you come in here and you change this heddle's up, this heddle's neutral with A, so you can see how that all works. The legend down here is really helpful too. But it's not showing the other pickup sticks that we've added. That's kind of interesting. I might have to ask Lisa about that. Oh, and my other one is not showing the others. But at least you know A means pickup stick A, B, C, whatnot. So that does not look anything like what the pattern should. But that's how you can add, and we can even add a heddle. And I'll show you the next pattern. But do you have any questions about this? I know.
I don't.
Okay. I know this doesn't look very good,
I
but
was just going to ask how you add another heddle. So
oh yeah, so we have these 4 sections here for editing, and the very bottom part is for heddles and sticks. So if I click add heddle, then I can, well, I have 3 heddles now. I can't add anymore, but if I wanted to add another stick, you just click add stick and it adds more. But then if you do this toggle, then you can delete a heddle, and then you can delete the sticks. So yeah, that's where I've kind of got myself in trouble before, is I forget to look at what edit mode I'm in over here. And then I start clicking, I'm like, wait, that's not what I wanted to do. But conveniently, there is an undo button and a redo. So You can undo anything you do on here, redo it, you save it. You can create a copy of the pattern you're working on if you want to take it and do something else to it. And then you can make it, oh, maybe this is what I should have done, Mary Lee. Like you hit extra large and it automatically makes it bigger. So there's large, medium, small, and then extra large. I could have done that, not increase my screen size. So, and to download, all you do is hit download and it saves it as a .png. So here it is. This is what it looks like when you download your pattern. So,
Can you print it out?
yeah, from the app itself, no. I guess
Okay.
you could print this page, right? So if I printed, oh, I'm on the wrong screen. Print. If you print it, it would show all the different parts of the site. Or yeah, you could print the image that. So I just downloaded this, and you could print it from this photo app.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or
All right.
you could paste it into a document, like a Word document or
Mm-hmm.
Google Doc, and print it from there too.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Oh, there's an advanced. I have not used this, so I cannot speak to this advanced. Allow multiple pickup patterns in a row. I wonder, Steph, I'm now really curious about that pinwheel pattern I did. I wonder if this would apply to that. I'll look into it.
You
'Cause,
right?
yeah, I don't know. I'll look at that. So I'm going to come back here. I did ask Carly. She said I could share this. I shared it with her. I showed her because what I was really hoping for is that this app could not only show the pickup pattern, which I think is personally, I think is really easy to read the pickup pattern over here. So I know heddle down, both heddles up, pickup stick A forward. To me, that makes sense once you look at it more. But with the heddles, I was confused on what the purpose of the heddles were exactly. And I had to do a lot of clicking on this pattern to get the heddles right with the holes in the slots so the pattern reflected what the actual pattern looks like when you weave it. And I asked Lisa about it because I wanted to be able to show the threading. Because, for example, Carly's threading on here is very particular, and I wanted to be able to show that. But Lisa told me that this app is mainly just for the design, for the pickup pattern design. And she didn't design it to show the threading of a multiple heddle pattern. So, because I've created some patterns and I've done hand-drawn diagrams. I do not have graphic design training in any way. So I thought this would be a great alternative, but I would still have to have a threading diagram to go with this pattern. Because it does show that there's two heddles, but it does not tell you at all. And it can't show how the heddles are threaded. So that's something I wanted to let y'all know about is it's not the intent of the app to show the threading, just the design. That was her focus.
So that isn't how the threading isn't like color A. You do, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 ends and 8 ends. That's not how you would thread.
Well, I mean, the warp itself is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 of the pink, eight of the blue, but it doesn't show how the threads go through the heddles. This is when it was on my loom.
Ah,
Oh, so pretty.
Oh yeah, thank you. It's such a fun pattern. You can do it in with any yarn you want, any heddle. I did a weaving challenge with one of my Instagram weaving friends, and I just came in here and played around. I had the colors of yarn I wanted to use, and we had for our challenge, we had a rule that we could have up to two pickup patterns. Wait, that's not it. In the end, I think I used lots of different patterns, but this is one. It's from the Inventive Weaving. I can't remember what it's called. It's for Bridget Heddle. Invented Weaving on a little loom or something. And so I plugged that in. I'm like, okay, I want to try this. So it is kind of nice to be able to come.
You can take a pattern from a book and plug it in and put your own colors in.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
yeah. And
That's really nice.
yeah, that's what I did here with the spot lace is well, I kind of mimicked those colors, but
Hmm.
okay, and it is nice. This book has a picture of what it looks like, but what if I didn't save it. Yeah, don't forget to save.
Oh, that's okay.
The little save button. Okay, oopsie poops. But yeah, you can come in and um Avi did ask me what would it look like if I used two heddles, and that's when I was like, oh, you can add a heddle in here, so I'm gonna add a heddle, but it doesn't make a difference.
Hmm.
Because if you want two heddles, you in the end you need to know what your threading is, um but you could like click on, okay, gotta be in edit, warp, edit. Wait, how do I do that? Add. Oh, to change the heddles, you have to be in the toggle hole and slot. So I could come in and change these, and it does change the pattern, but I'm afraid I don't entirely
But
know what it
yeah,
means.
but for simple stuff like you said, when I was doing mine was just sort of the tees on the background for Tyler, and I knew I wanted it blue and red for his school colors, but I didn't know if I wanted it blue on red or red on blue, so I could try both, and then I could figure out exactly how I wanted it to lay at the edge, and that's where adding a hole in a slot helps, because like I could add one and say, well, what if I wanted to, put in the middle of it versus at the end of the tee and that kind of thing. It
Hmm.
was really easy for that
That's good.
instead of just launching in.
Yeah, because yeah, it's time consuming. I don't often do samples because I'm like, ugh. I just want to jump in and weave.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
this could be really, yeah, it's really helpful. You play around here and nothing gets broken or used. As long as you click save, you're good. And then, um, yeah. And so it's clear I don't know all the things about this app, like oh, where'd it go? There was that advanced, yeah, the advanced, um, what these heddles really mean. I do know that to get the pattern you want, if you're using two heddles on this app, you do kind of have to play around. And that's what I did on Carly's pattern is I had the two heddles in, I had all the pickup patterns, I had all the pickup um, sequence over here, and it still didn't look like the scarf. So that's when I started clicking up here on the heddles themselves, and until okay, I got the desired effect. There's those big floats, those big long floats here, but I don't entirely understand yet. but maybe I will. Then I'll share with you when I figure it out.
Mhm.
That was just a lot of
Yeah.
clicking and playing around for that.
Well, thank you.